You ever see how a single social media post can just blow up and send literally hundreds of millions of people into a collective panic? Well, that's exactly what just happened. And it was all about a brand that's been on our computers for, what, decades now? Microsoft Office. So this was the spark that lit the fire. A post from Perplexity AI went totally viral, racking up almost 4 million views in no time. The claim? That Microsoft Office, the software we all grew up with, was just gone, replaced. And like that, the internet just lost its mind. And we're not talking about a small group of people here. This is a user base of over 400 million. All of them, all at once, suddenly scrambling, trying to figure out if the apps they depend on every single day had been changed from the ground up without a single warning. So this is the big question, right? The one at the heart of all this confusion. Is Office really gone? Well, that's the mystery we are going to solve today. Okay, let's dive in and unpack what was really going on here. To really get what happened here, you've got to understand that this whole mess, it's not new. Not at all. It's really just the latest, maybe messiest, chapter in a long and frankly super confusing branding journey Microsoft's been on for years. So, check this out. Just look at the timeline for this one specific app. It started its life as the Office Hub app. Simple enough. Then in November 2022, boom, it becomes the Microsoft 365 app. Okay. And then, just recently, in early 2024, it gets renamed again to the Microsoft 365 Copilot app. That's 3 names for the same basic thing in just a couple of years. I mean, it's no wonder people are confused, right? And that's because this all fits into a bigger picture. For a long, long time, Microsoft has been trying to gently, or not so gently, push the name Office into the background. They want Microsoft 365, their subscription service, to be the star of the show. This recent panic, it was just a really clumsy, loud step in that same direction. So, as you can probably guess, with the internet completely on fire, Microsoft had to jump in and do some damage control. They put out an official statement to try and set the record straight. Or, well, that was the idea anyway. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Think of this as a translation. On the left, you have the official corporate speak. But on the right, that's what they actually meant. They were trying to say, hey, everyone, relax. Word, Excel, PowerPoint, they're all fine. Nothing's changed there. The only thing that changed was the name of the Hub app you used to open them. Yeah, so Microsoft's little clarification didn't exactly calm everyone down. In fact, tech journalists, the people who follow this stuff for a living, were just as baffled as everyone else. And they had some pretty sharp things to say about the whole situation. Windows latest, for instance, did not pull any punches. They called it a perfect mess and pointed out that, look, this is a long-running problem for Microsoft. They saw this not as some one-off mistake, but as a sign that things are getting worse, especially now that they're trying to stick the name Copilot on everything. And then PC Gamer just brought all the sarcasm, calling it a galaxy-brained rebrand. They nailed the core of the problem, right? Microsoft named the main app Copilot, which is also the name of the AI assistant inside the other apps. It's like naming your wallet Money. It's just confusing. And here's the kicker. As The Verge pointed out, Microsoft's own website made everything worse. If you go to office.com, it actually greets you with a note that says the new app was formerly Office. That directly implies Office is gone. It's the very thing they were trying to deny, but they said it themselves. Okay, so after all the panic, the confusing statements, and the media just having a field day, what does this all actually mean for you? Let's connect the dots and look at the real story behind this whole mess. Okay, first things first, let's be crystal clear about Office. The apps you use every day, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, they are not gone. They are safe. Got it? What is happening, though, is that the brand name Office is being slowly but very deliberately erased. So who's the new king? It's Microsoft 365. Just think of that as the big umbrella brand. It's the subscription that gets you the classic Office apps, plus cloud storage and a bunch of other services. That is the name they want you to know from now on. And that brings us to the heart of the problem, the source of all this chaos, the Microsoft 365 Copilot app. It's just the new name for the hub, the little doorway you use to get to all your files and programs. A badly communicated name change for this one single app is what caused a global firestorm. It's kind of wild when you think about it. But when you peel it all back, this isn't just some random branding blunder. It's a sign of a huge strategic shift. By shoving Copilot into the name of the central app,
Microsoft is screaming a message at us. They want their AI to be at the absolute center of everything you do.
So let's just recap the whole thing. Number one, are the Office apps dead? Nope. Word and Excel are safe and sound. Two, is the brand name Office dead? Yeah, it's on its way out. It's all about Microsoft 365 now. Three, why all the panic? Because of one poorly explained name change for one app. And four, the really big takeaway, as companies scramble to jam AI into everything, branding is getting really, really messy.
This whole fiasco leaves us with a pretty big question. As AI gets woven into the fabric of every single tool we use, we're going to see more and more of this. Companies renaming things to shove that AI buzzword in there. It really makes you wonder, in this new era, what's in a name anymore?